I get out of a creative/mental slump? I feel like that's something that I'm super duper passionate about because, bro, as a creative, it be so many times I feel like I'm in a slump, I'm in a rut, like I don't know what I have going on. Like, you ever just feel like you lose your vision? That's happened to me more times than I can count, and that's kind of what happens when I go inconsistent. And I think it's a couple things. For one, you gotta ask, like me, I've been refining my faith a lot within this past few months. I feel like, for one, you gotta ask God for these ideas. Don't be afraid. Don't think that every idea and everything just comes from you. It comes from God, bro. You gotta ask God for these things, man. And I ask God, when I pray at night, I ask God for wisdom, courage, strength, like, you know what I'm saying, creativity. I ask God for all of these things, and that kind of helps me get some ideas back flowing. But I feel like when you're going through a creative slump, what I like to do is look at what worked for me in the past and be like, how can I elevate this? How can I turn this up to make it better? You know what I'm saying? And that kind of helps me get through that creative slump. And then also I try and just become more inspired. Sometimes you got to get off your phone to really sit with your thoughts and sit with your creative self, because like being on your phone, you get distracted, and that dopamine hit, it kind of like messes you up a little bit, at least for me. So I have to like get off my phone and like just go smell the air, like go on a walk, take a walk, like just breathe fresh air, and that fresh air is going to like kind of spark your creativity. So I feel like it's tough, and creative blocks and just slump in general, being in a slump in general is so tough to get out of. But with praying and like kind of just forcing yourself to do it, forcing yourself to get out of it, if you can get out of it, bro, you're going to come out on the other side a better creative, a better person. And that's kind of why I'm going right now. That's why, again, like I said earlier, I'm naming this video I Died and Came Back, because I really did. I feel like I'm rebirthing myself. I'm being born again, and I'm trying to be better for y'all, but most importantly, I'm trying to be better for myself, my family, and for God, you know what I'm saying? So I think like the best answer, though, if you're going through a creative slump, is to get off your phone and consume something different. Like, change up something about yourself and think further, just think forward, and just be, I don't know, just take more risk. And like those ideas that you have in your head, attack them. It don't matter if it's trash or not, like attack it and learn through that, and you're gonna become better. Like iron sharpens iron. Basically, like doing something, practice makes perfect. If you do it and you keep doing it, and you're gonna get better at it, and them ideas are gonna flow naturally, and you're gonna find your vision again, I promise, because that's what I've been going through. But I feel like I got it now. I know where I'm going now because I put that work in. So have I figured out who I am? I don't know. I feel like there was a point in time where I feel like I was really getting to know myself, and then like just being honest, like it got to a point where I felt like the world around me was kind of turning me to be someone different. And you know, I feel like life is all about adapting. Like, you have to be able to adapt to your surroundings, and I feel like we become new people every day. We have new interests, we have new loves, we have new things that we hate, we have new things. We just grow as people every day. So like when it comes to knowing if I am and knowing who I am, I don't know. You know, I would like to say that I know who I am. I would like to say that I know I'm this person that can do this and do this, but I don't really know if I know who I am. Like, I have a good idea, but I feel like a lot of times I feel like the world has kind of changed who I am, and I feel like that's a flaw. Like, sometimes you gotta be able to recalibrate yourself and be like, okay, I'm going on a hard lockdown right now, and I'm about to figure out who I am. Kind of like putting yourself through a training camp, and that's kind of like the process I'm trying to go through right now. I'm learning more about myself. I'm learning more about my flaws. I'm learning more about the things that irritate me, the things that make me upset, the things that I need to be doing to make me better. So I don't feel like I know fully who I am right now. I feel like I kind of came to a crossroads and had kind of like an identity crisis, but I know that every time I always just pray to God for wisdom and to put me through challenges so I can learn more about myself and not let this exterior life like distract me and take me away from who I am, because I know God wanted me to be this specific person. It's my goal to find who that person is sooner or later, and I know sooner or later I'm gonna find him and he's gonna be lit and it's gonna be like super dope. But not for anyone who doesn't feel like they know who they are. I think just the where you learn the most about yourself is through solitude, and it sucks being by yourself, and it sucks being lonely, and all of that sucks. But like being able to kind of figure out who you are is super cool, and it's something that you can't take for granted. It's something that everyone needs to do.